Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with The Dangers in My Heart episode number 5 reaction. Alright, the previous episode we get to see how that girl who hurt Yamada actually apologizes to her mother. At the beginning she was kind of struggling, but in the end she apologizes to her and everything is okay. And there was that bicycle scene with Yamada as well. Bicycle, Ichikawa rides a bicycle. Yamada he carries her to her destination. And here we can see where Yamada says something, which is that, oh, you're afraid of change, which kind of makes Ichikawa realize that how, yeah, he has to accept that he likes Yamada. Otherwise, it is him being afraid of change. And from here onwards, I'm guessing he has admitted that he does like Yamada. That's how I think is going to go from here onwards. Either way, that happened, and then there was a few other things with Yamada, where Yamada was called because she brought snacks and candies to school, and the teacher kind of talked to her about it, and Ichika was trying to cover for her. In the end, Yamada tells that, oh, we're good friends now, so you can call me by the first name. So that was the previous episode. Let's see what happens in this one, episode number 5. Let's begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Workplace visits. Okay. Drug. Okay. Wow. Groups of 6. I guess, because, yeah, they need to be a big group. He doesn't have a group. Oh boy. Okay. Is he going to join them? That'll be kind of crazy, I guess, because, yeah, I don't know. Because nobody knows, Yamada and Ichikawa, are like good kind of friends now. Nobody kind of knows that properly except them themselves. Everyone will be surprised. Mm. 6. Oh god. Yeah, I don't like this kid at all. Oh. Oh god. Oh, great. Oh my god. Yes, thank god. Thank you. Yes, leave. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, it's their group. Yeah, it's their group. What are you saying? Leave. Oh God. Majority. Nobody. Thank you. Yes. No, I think. Oh, they're actually having like a meeting. Yeah. Okay. So wait, Kanzaki? Oh, him. Wait, was he was going to go to Hara's group? Yeah. Yeah. Come on. You know. Oh my God. Come on. Tell. Oh my God. No, he's. Okay, I guess. Oh, there you go. Nice. Ah, nice. Perfect. Oh, you're digging yourself a. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's dumber than me. What? Wait, really? Oh my God. What's happening here? So, what's the group? Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Wait, so it's Adachi in this group? Oh my God. 92. What? Oh God, he's. Okay. Well, yeah. Then why did you. What about the 40 marks that you lied about? No, Hara's here. Triple potato flavor. What is that? Ah, you picked me over. Mm. Okay, they're whispering. Uh, yeah. I just love how every day Ichika was like behind the. Oh my God. Not. Okay. Mm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yo, she is. Uh, yeah. Wait, oh, the 1 year thing. Oh, oh. Oh! Yeah. Oh my. Oh! Well, yeah. Well, well, you had it in a pocket because you probably would have ate it later. Oh! Hey, yo, move! He's still there. Oh my god. Well, that's his place, you know. He just stays there. Hmm. Oh my god. Same to you. What's that noise? Hmm. Yeah. Oh, it's raining. Time for an umbrella sharing event. Yes. Oh, he has raincoat. Yes. Oh, she doesn't have an umbrella. Oh yeah, makes sense. Because umbrella, you cannot really. Hmm. Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah. It- Yeah. Oh my god, stop that. Yeah, like who says that? Oh no. Yeah. Well, just left now. Yeah. I don't think. Well, okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's really okay. E- Inner pocket. Oh my god. Oh boy. Wait, so was her umbrella really broken, or did she just forget that it was there and got embarrassed? Oh my god, she forgot. Yep. Just forgot. Or that. Okay, you know what? Maybe. Who knows? No, but then. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. I don't like mint flavor. Probably like it. Yeah. Hmm. What? What answer? Oh, the chocolate. Yeah, I was like. Oh no. Okay. Wow. Yeah, Adachi's here. Oh my god. Oh, oh, this is Akta Publishing. Can you please stop? This kid. Like, doesn't he get tired? One P Hunter. Okay. All right. Yeah, she only knows about the mainstream ones. Yo, she's like. Yeah. Who? Oh. All right. Yeah. Grows and what? What grows? Okay. Hmm. Yeah, that's why. Oh, but okay. They are. They're actually like not really like. Usually they kind of censor the name or change the names because of copyright and everything. Yeah, because damn. Yeah, the first time he kind of expresses her his feelings properly. Oh, great. Oh my god. Yeah? Oh my god. Oh, wow. Oh, closing your eyes. Oh. All right, here we go. What's happening? Okay. Yeah. She just. Ah! Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Mitsudo. Okay, as far as I know, Mitsudomoe is uh, another manga slash anime made by the same author. Tougen Anki, okay. I haven't read it, but I know that. Kimiro. I haven't heard of that. Damn, he knows everything. Well, no, I think she really wanted to lend you. Wow. Yeah. Oh boy. No, she's waiting. They. Oh no. Yeah, I also thought they heard. Oh no. Oh, they missed the train. Great. Oh no, this is bad. We got split up. Okay, so this is going to continue next episode. As far as I know, like I was saying, Mitsudomoe is a manga that this manga's author, it's another one of this person's work, as far as I know. So that's why they brought Mitsudomoe. That's kind of funny. I haven't read or watched the anime Mitsudomoe, but yeah, I've seen a few clips though. Like there's that one clip which is very popular. It's always comes in try not to laugh, like challenges and stuff on YouTube. That scene of like there's like a teacher I think who cannot really see properly, and I think she like drops like she was like collecting some urine samples or something. She drops that, and the male teacher falls on top of it or something. Like something like that happens. So I've seen a few clips of it though. Hmm. Okay, that's it. Right. So this was episode number 5. Okay, so here in this episode we get to see them talking about going to different workplaces, like kind of seeing how they like do the work, like a little practice, I guess. Not practice, but seeing how the adult, like like the working places, how they do their stuff. So there was like a few categories, and I think what categories were there? Just a minute. Okay, fast food, publishing company, work, commercial, bakery, Nagasaki Hut, convenience store. Okay, and later on we see they are like they got the publishing company, which is the manga publishing company. Okay. All right. So as always, Ichikawa's like, oh, I want to go to some like some drug cartels or like a detective agency, medical coroner, like like some like edgy things in his head. He's just thinking about. But yeah, unfortunately, those were not on the list. So, and the bigger problem was he doesn't have any group. So I was thinking, like, is he like going to join Yamada's group or something? But yeah, obviously the other three kids were also there, and they're like, okay, we'll let you join us. Now, uh, they were also lacking, like people. There were four. Yamada's group were four, and Hara's group were four. So they were like, all right, let's split into two. And obviously, like Adachi, as always, tries to go into Yamada's group, and he's like, oh, like like while what's his name, Kanzaki. Kanzaki's like, like let me go to Hara's group. So they go there and talk to Yamada's group, asking as if they will let them in or something. And now at this situation, obviously, we've seen how uh, Yamada's group hates Arachi, because yeah, this kid is just doesn't have any type of self-restraint. Like it just, I don't know, like this is such a weird, like I never really have any problem with like characters who are like the perverted characters, like in animes, the stereotype. I never really have any problem with them, but this kid annoys me so much. This Adachi kid, like he doesn't have any restraints, and like doesn't, like time, place, no, like he has no awareness of which situation what to do and what to say. Like all the time he is just in his head, this is, and it's such a, like such a weird type of thing. Like I just, one of the like like I wouldn't call him worst, but one of the most like character at least that I don't like in this show. Like just he's just whenever I see him, I just get annoyed. But nothing else you can do. Like like he's just here and he's just going to make like every situation like weird and unusual. Like everything that comes out of his mouth is just outrageous. But yeah, I guess we have to just get used to him. But anyways, he's like, oh, like will you allow us getting in? And Hara's group also has two people remaining, so we're going to split into two. And Adachi is like me and him, we're going to go to this group. And immediately Yamada's group was like, why you? We don't want you. Like give us the like a decision making power. So Adachi is like, oh, why should like you choose? But I'm like, dude, it's their group. They're the majority. They have the like right to choose. Like what the hell is he even saying? And in this situation, obviously, Ichikawa wants to join Yamada's group, but at the same time, he really cannot really say that, and like yeah, so he's keeping quiet. In his head, he's like, yeah. So they kind of talk, and they're like, okay, the person who we want is Kansaki. So now, obviously, the fact that Kanzaki likes Hara is a secret from everyone, which they really cannot really bring out in front of everyone. That's why Kanzaki is also kind of hesitating. As soon as he hears them saying like, "Oh, Kanzaki," Kanzaki is like, oh no, wait, no, I don't want to. And like he was kind of struggling to say, because he cannot really just blatantly say that, oh, I don't want to join this group, I want to join that group, because that will be suspicious, obviously. And like, and at the same time, he really wants to join Hara's group. So he's in a dilemma. He doesn't know what to do because he cannot really say it, and at the same time, yeah, the only people who knows about this is obviously Ichikawa and Yamada. So seeing this situation, Ichikawa kind of looks at Yamada, and Yamada realizes what's going on, and Yamada's like, okay, no, wait, yeah, let's change the, let's change the decision, and let's date someone else. And again, they cannot really say that he wants to join Hara's group. So what do they do in this situation? Thankfully, Ichikawa had a plan. He's like, oh, let's divide it into groups where people, like, based on people who's good at academics, like people who make more marks, they should go in this group. No, wait, just a minute. No, wait, what did it say? Just a minute. All right, you study hard and have good grades, right? You'll probably be better off in the group over there then. It's a learning event, this isn't a game. He'd be better off with people of the same level of okay, so this is what he says. So he's like, yeah, you better go and join. Now, here is something I just thought. Like, the reasoning he comes up with here is kind of unusual, isn't it? Usually it's what it is that, oh, since you're more smarter, you should go with a group which is like, who has people who are kind of weaker, so that you can help them, like to make it more balanced. However, he says like, oh, all the smart people in one group, all the dumb people in one group. That's what he says. But at the same time, I have to say this is a smart move, because he could have done this in either way. Like, he grouped this whole situation, like, this whole group into the smart group and the not so smart group. But if Kanzaki wasn't smart, he could have easily said something like, oh, since you're not smart, you join the smart group, and made him go to Hara's group as well. So either way, he could have like changed the situation into making Kanzaki joining Hara's group. Since Kanzaki was smart, he said that, oh, since you're smart, go to the smart group. And if he was not so smart, he could have easily said that, oh, since you're not so smart, you should go join Hara's group, they can help you. So he could have spun this whole thing in either way, which is kind of interesting. Obviously, he says that, and saying that, Yamada's group gets mad, because they're like, yeah, we're dumb, that means. And immediately Adachi's like, oh, I'm a big dummy, so let me join this group. And the other guy is like, oh, let me join this group as well. But immediately, Ichikawa was like, oh, I got 40. Obviously, because he wanted to join Yamada's group. And the other kid was like, oh, you got 40? You're dumber than me. All right. You join this group. And he leaves. Okay, so Adachi and, Ichikawa in this group. And Hara and Kanzaki and the other kid on the other group. So it's funny that Yamada immediately realized that he was actually, he didn't make 40, he made a lot more than that. And she's like, oh, you were lying, weren't you? And kind of giggles a little bit. Now, I'm pretty sure, like, here Ichikawa's like, wait, does she know that I like her or something? But in my opinion, I think that's not what she thinks. I'm pretty sure she thinks that, oh, he just wanted to join my group because we're good friends. I'm pretty sure that's what she thinks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that, because you can see that Ichikawa's getting more comfortable with not Ichikawa, sorry, Yamada's getting more comfortable with Ichikawa, and that's why Yamada definitely thinks of Ichikawa as a good friend. So seeing how Ichikawa was like lied to go into this group, she definitely thinks that, oh, since he's one of my friends, that's why he did this, just to stay in this group with me. Yeah, I don't think Yamada knows or at least suspects that Ichikawa likes her. So yeah, I don't think Ichikawa has to worry about that. Oh boy. Now here again we can see Ichikawa in the library thinking and trying to convince him that he doesn't like Yamada, and he's like, "Oh, I just, like I just it just happened. I just wanted Kanzaki to join Hara's group and this just happened." But anyways, as always, Yamada comes in, Hara also comes in today, and Hara's like, "Oh, I'm here because I wanted to have a little conversation with you." And Yamada's like, "Oh, nice. Like, I thought you came here for the food." She's like, "Yeah, first time you came here because of me, not because of the food." It's kind of funny because because she's in, like, I feel like she would have been in the same shoes as her. Like, she would have also come here for the food. But either way, she's happy that he's here. She's here to actually have a conversation with her. And so she kind of declines the food because she's dieting, and obviously Yamada's like, but Kanzaki said that she likes, like, a little bit chubby, like chubby girls. So why are you trying to lose weight? And Hara's like, "Oh no, it's like he's just saying all of that, like, as always, like, I'm pretty sure, like, if I lost more weight, I would look a lot more better and cuter." And obviously Yamada's like, "Oh no, definitely not, you still look cute." And they kind of are like talking about this whole thing, and Ichikawa is just listening to everything, and he's like, "Oh no, like, these girls are actually having these type of conversation. Is it really okay for me to stay here?" And like like, it's funny that obviously what's her name, Yamada knows that Ichikawa most of the time stays at the back of the book, like, shelf, and she really doesn't mind that, like, even in this episode later on we get to see, like, when they figure out that he's there, Yamada's like, "Oh, it's you, okay, fine, no problem." She really doesn't mind that much that he was actually there, because usually, these type of conversations are kind of private, but yeah, Yamada doesn't really care that much about that whole thing, and neither does Hara, because I actually thought Hara would probably be like a little bit uncomfortable since Ichikawa was there. But later on we also see Hara was also like, "Oh, you're here, it's fine, you're probably not going to say anyone else," kind of getting a little a little, like, like a little dig at him because he doesn't have any friends. Oh boy. But anyways, they were, like, talking about all these things about Yamada asking Hara about, "Oh, like, how, like, do you have a conversation, do you talk to him, how, like, far have you gone?" Like, these type of things she's asking. And the funny part here is that she was literally meaning when she said, "How far have you gone?" Because Hara was mentioning how they went to, like, some place to, like, hang out together, and and she's like, "Oh, how far did you go?" And obviously Hara thinks of something different, and she hesitates to say, okay, where's that part? Let me read this part. Oh, here we go. "How far did you go?" she asks, and Hara's like, you mean, like," and she's like, "Out to Shibuya?" Literally, she meant that literally, like, how far did you go? And yeah, they keep having this conversation, and obviously Hara asks her. Hara's like, "Oh, what about you? Do you have someone?" And she's like, "No." And yeah, "Have you had someone before, as a boyfriend?" And she's like, "No." And Ichika's just listening to all of that. Yeah, and then Hara's also talking about imagining how it would feel like to have someone like that, and what would you do? And Yamada's like, "Yep, sharing our earbuds." And they kind of sit down, like, kind of like demonstrate that, and then she's like, "Oh, let's snap a picture." And I was thinking, like Ichika was behind them, maybe Ichikawa's face would come up in the picture or something, and that's exactly what happens, as we get to see later on. But then she's also like, "Oh, like, putting our hands in each other's pockets, a bunch of candy packets come out of that, candy wrappers. Yeah, and then they figure out that Ichika's there from the selfie picture because his eyes are just over there. It looks like a horror picture, like their faces are there, and then there's Ichikawa just like looking like this. It actually looks like a horror picture, like a ghost is behind them or something. But anyways, they go there and they're like, "Oh, it's you, Ichikawa," and Hara's like, "Oh, it's fine. I guess it's fine if he heard all of that. Then doubt anyone would hear it from him." Was that a dig at me? Oh boy. Okay, now I feel like here Hara kind of realized that Ichikawa likes, not Ichikawa, sorry, yeah, Ichikawa likes Yamada, because when like they were talking about like the library and everything, Ichikawa was like, "Oh no, I was here from the beginning. Yamada came in later on. It's not that I come here because of like kind of says in that manner." And Hara realizes what's going on, and Hara kind of gives her like a smug little smile. Okay. Now, again, he's again thinking the whole thing about like Yamada, and as she doesn't have any boyfriend, she never had one. All these things he's thinking, and he's thinking like, what's going on? Why am I still thinking about this? And do I really like her or something? It's raining. He comes out and he's like, "Yep, this is an opportunity for an umbrella sharing event." And obviously, he's not happy about that because everyone does that, and he has a freaking raincoat, and he has no one to do that with. Now, Yamada comes in, and now here this is like another section which I don't think anyone of us knows what exactly happened, because how this whole part plays is that Yamada is like, "I don't have an umbrella." She says that, "Oh, you have a raincoat," because he rides bicycle, so he needs a raincoat. So she's like, "Okay, what we should do is that you give me your raincoat. It's big, so it'll probably fit me. I'm going to take your raincoat, go to the shop, buy an umbrella, come back, and give your raincoat back, take the umbrella, and then go." So that was the plan. And what happens is she leaves, she forgets her bag. Obviously, her wallet and everything else is over there. So Ichikawa takes the bag to go and bring it to her. And this part was kind of like, kind of funny and cute, because, he comes and Yamada's like, "Okay," puts her hand over his head, because trying to cover his head. Obviously, none of the rain was stopping because of that, but still, it's a cute thing. And she then is like, "Oh, put like take out the wallet and put it in my pocket." He takes out the wallet and finds that there's an umbrella. Now here's the thing. The big question which Ichikawa also asks in the end: did she know that she had her umbrella, or did she just forget about it? And she just did this because she wanted to do this whole like umbrella sharing thing with me. Like, is that what's going on? This part, I feel like this is still kind of like a mystery, because my guess would be she actually forgot that there's an umbrella inside her bag, and later on when she realizes that, she was embarrassed to admit it, and she was like, "Oh, it's broken." But the fact that she forgot about it, she just felt embarrassed admitting it in front of Ichikawa. That's why she went with that. But Ichikawa thinks like maybe that's not the case. Maybe she just wanted to like do this. But then obviously later on she brings candies with her back. So like we get to realize that, oh, she just wanted to buy candy. But then why did she not use her own umbrella to go buy candy? Yeah, like that's the question. Why would she not do that if she knew that she had the umbrella? So yeah, so like the obvious answer would be in this situation that she actually forgot that it was in her bag, and seeing Ichikawa, she thought that, okay, you know what? He has a raincoat. Let me take the raincoat and buy an umbrella. So, and when she realized in front of Ichikawa that she had an umbrella, she got embarrassed to admit it, and that's why she said it was broken. So that's like the reasonable and the proper conclusion that we can come out of this. that she just forgot and felt embarrassed admitting it. Nothing other than that. But either way, this part kind of made, like, a little bit, they made a little bit of progress here, because when she says, like, oh, put it in my like, like in my pocket, Ichika brings out the wallet, tries to put it in the raincoat's pocket, and she's like, oh no, it's going to get wet, it put it inside my skirt pocket. And then he, like, like, unbuttons the raincoat and puts it in the pocket. Obviously he's blushing, but you can see here that Yamada's also blushing, which kind of shows she was also embarrassed here. But you know, yeah. So she goes to the convenience store while Ichikawa looks at the umbrella. It's fine. It's not broken. And obviously he, like, thinks over here that did she just not want to admit her mistake, or was she hoping to share an umbrella? But then obviously in the end we get to see that she just wanted to go buy snacks. So yeah, she didn't really, like, it doesn't make sense. If she wanted to do the umbrella sharing event, why would she go through all of these steps? She really forgot that she had the umbrella, like, in her bag. And I think we've seen this before as well. Like, we've seen this before as well. She's the type of a person who kind of tries to stay, like, what can I say? She tries to be perfect. Like, not perfect, but like tries to be very, like, these type of small mistakes, these type of small little goofy mistakes. She tries to kind of, even if she makes something like that, mistake like that, she tries to brush over it, and kind of tries to make it seem as if, like, oh no, everything is fine. So we've seen this before as well, and it's what can I say? It's funny how trying to fix a situation, she makes it more like, like, more worse. Like here, she tries to kind of fix the situation by saying, like, oh, it's broken, but later on he ended up finding out that it's not broken. So the fact that she actually was embarrassed to admit that she forgot the umbrella came out either way. So trying to fix the situation, she actually kind of makes it a little bit worse all the time. But yeah, she comes back, she has, like, mint choco ice cream, and she's like, oh, do you like it? Mint choco, there's people who like it, people who don't. And he's like, oh, I'm fine with it either way, like, I don't have any much preference about it. And I think he asks, doesn't he, that, where's that part? Okay, yeah, while taking the mint choco ice cream, he realizes that he really likes Yamada, and he tries to leave, and then Yamada's like, oh wait, I never told you the answer. And obviously, like I said, like, like I've said this before as well, because of translation it kind of gets lost. She says here daisuki, which is obviously, like, I like it, I like you, or whatever the subtitles say. But in Japanese it seems like daisuki is like, oh, I like you, and at the same time, like, it can also mean that I like it. She only says daisuki. So in this situation, in front of so many people, that's extremely, what can I say, like, bring out a lot of misunderstandings in this situation. Like, everyone can think that she's confessing to him or something like that. So in subtitles, you'd probably be like, oh, like, what's wrong? Why did he try to rectify her? Because she says, like, oh, I like it, but, or I'm, like, something like that. But that's not how it is in voice. She only says daisuki, which can mean anything. So yeah, like, in translation we can understand that she's talking about the mint choco ice cream, but, like, in front of everyone, no one would be able to understand that if they don't have any context. So that is why here Ichikawa tries to rectify her and actually screams out, as he says, I screamed out probably for the first time in my life, and rectified her that, oh, it's the mint choco ice cream that you're talking about. But anyways, Later, next scene, we get to see they're out trying to look at the workplaces, and as always, Yamada's getting distracted by different things, and they come to like a manga, Akita Publishing manga, like publishing um, place, and as always, Adachi is being a nuisance. Like I hate this kid so much. Like I said, there's like a time and place for everything. He has no filter. Like every time, 24/7, he thinks of all of this, and I don't know. Like one or two times, it's kind of funny, but like every time, if this is like your actual personality, then that's kind of weird, isn't it? Like at this point, he's not really a joke or a comic relief character. He's just an annoying character at this point. The intensity with which he goes with all, like in all of this, it's not funny. You know, like it's just annoying. Like just how weirdly, like just everything, he drags everything in that direction, and that's just, yeah. Anyways, I don't like this kid at all. Okay, so here, what's her name? Moe. She's like, oh, I know about it. This, like, stuff like One P Hunter, Attack on. You know what's funny about this scene? She's talking about One P Hunter and Attack on. I actually thought that was what they were doing because they're trying to censor the name. Because of copyright and stuff, how they change the names. Now I realize she literally did not know the full name of the manga. I'm pretty sure that's what it is because later on they bring out the other mangas like Baki, Mitsudo Moe, and everything, and those are actually they're using the full name. So why would they try to censor One Punch Man, Attack on Titan, and Hunter x Hunter? You know. So this part, her telling One P Hunter and Attack on, is not because of some censorship. That's all she knows, I think. She doesn't know the full name of the mangas because later on we see she actually doesn't read manga that much. She only knows about the main popular ones. So yeah. So yeah, like I said, they go in and Yamada's like, oh, that's cute. Like, you know about this, Moeko? Moeko's like, nope. And she's like, that one? She's like, nope. Ichikawa's like, she doesn't know a damn thing. Okay, so here Adachi tries to talk to Yamada, and Yamada doesn't really, they don't really click that much. And here then she starts talking about Yuri Araki, one of the models. And yeah, Adachi knows about this girl. And it seemed like they were going to hit it off over here. But then Adachi just self-destructs and talks about, again, like brings the whole conversation over there in that direction, and they just look at him like some kind of a worm. Yeah, like he deserved that. And she gave him like a little like like foot stomp, which is also something he deserved. Like I said, like there's like a time, place, and a limit to everything. Like he crosses all of that. Like bring a pervy character and like a funny comic relief, it's fine. But like if that's all he does, then that actually becomes annoying after some point. And this is barely the 5th episode, and he's already annoying with this whole thing. Okay, so alright, later on we get to see a few more things. They're talking about a few other mangas. This girl, I forgot her name, the girl we saw in the previous episode. She's talking about Crows and Worst. I'm guessing that's another manga. What's Crows? Is that like a manga or something? I've not heard of it. Okay, anyways, they're talking about all of that, and then they kind of go on that direction. And Ichikawa is like, oh, I should go with them. But with his whole personality, he's like, oh, I don't I don't care about all of that. Yeah, that's, it would be so lame to get worked up over some dumb manga. There you go. Again, he is just keeping himself, just, what can I say, this whole cool character, this thing, like trying to stop his own, like, like things that he like and then things that he would want to go and look at. He's stopping himself just because he would look lame. And you can see Yamada kind of looks at him and realizes that, and Yamada's like, uh, you know, is looking at him. And when they're talking about Baki, and they're like, "Oh, do you want to see Baki's original draft?" Ichikawa's face light up, and Yamada sees that, and Yamada's like, "Oh, shouldn't you go there? Like, wouldn't you want to look at all of that?" And I think yeah, he says like, "Yeah, maybe I'd like a peek." No, where's that part? I think he tells Yamada that, "Aren't you gonna take a look?" And he's like, "Relax, sure, maybe I'd like a peek." And as soon as he says that, Yamada takes him and brings him over there, and she's like, "Oh, like, look, like, give a little space. Ichikawa wants to see." And then Ichikawa's like, face brightens up, and he's like, "Oh, this looks so good, like the actual, like, like the draft and everything." And she looks at Yamada very, like, like eyes sparkling, shining, big smile. And Yamada was surprised seeing him showing so much expression on her face, which he usually doesn't do that much. Okay. Okay. Wait, where is that part where they were talking about the different mangas? Okay, that it comes a little bit later. All right. I had to go and read that part because they're talking about a few mangas that this place published. Okay, so all right, the whole thing is almost done. Now they're going to go down again. Adachi brings up another weird comment, about the, like the scenes, the 18 plus scenes or whatever. Like he's like asking about that again, making the whole situation weird unnecessarily. And yeah, they go into the lift. They're just staying there, and it's kind of cramped. So Yamada has to go close to Ichikawa, and Ichikawa's like, "Let me close my eyes." And as soon as he closes his eyes, he gets like, smell and ears. One of your senses is like down, the other senses go like, like a little bit, become a little sharper. And yeah, like in the end, this part was kind of funny because we get to see how like Yamada actually was like staring like just completely at him, face almost touching, like like she was so close to him that I feel like she was actually doing that. It was not because of how the whole thing was cramped. She was actually just looking at him, probably because his eyes were closed. And oh boy, Ichika was like, what's the matter?" And she realized it was what she's doing, and she just leaves, not saying anything, not really going into that whole thing. Okay, now while they're going back, all right, Yamada's asking Ichikawa about, you know what manga he reads and everything. Yeah, do read a lot of manga, Ichikawa. Okay, here we go. He Okay, if you're talking about Akita Publishing, there's Baki and Beastars. Interesting. So Beastars is also. I'm guessing these are all true because they're literally bringing out the manga names like Baki, Beastars. They're not really censoring anything. So I'm guessing like Akita Publishers is the actual publisher of Beastars. That would be my guess. And a little while ago, that was Mitsutomoe. There you go. And I'm not exactly sure. I think that this manga author is the same manga author as Mitsutomoe, and like I think I've heard that. I might be wrong. Like don't really. I think so. That's what I've heard. It's kind of funny because they literally kind of advertised their own, like like the author's another manga like this. Okay. Oh, Tougen Anki, he kind of brings that up as well. Now, I've heard of Tougen Anki. I've heard it's quite popular. I haven't read it though. So maybe someday it'll have like an anime adaptation and I'll like watch it then. And anything else he says? Okay, Kimi Iro Octave. Now, okay, you know what? I'm going to check if this is like an actual manga or something. I'm sure it is because all the other mangas they mentioned, those actually exist. Like this definitely must be another manga. Kimi Iro Octave. No, I don't think so. I'm not really finding it. Okay, so maybe this is not a manga. Okay, I might be wrong. Yeah, so Kimi no Octave isn't really a manga. Like all the other manga they were mentioning were like actual manga, obviously. Togenanki, Beastars, Baki, Matsuda Moe, you know. Yeah, so okay, so this is a I don't think this is a manga. I tried to search it on the internet, I didn't find anything. Okay, so Ichika's like, oh, that one, that shoujo manga that became a movie and TV series. And yeah, they're like talking about all of that. And she's like, do you read it? And he's like, oh, no, I don't. And Ichika was like, oh, then Yamada's like, should I lend it to you? She's like, haha, I don't think he's going to read like those type of girly mangas, like lovey-dovey girly mangas. And they're just laughing. As always, you know, Ichikawa listen, like, you know, kind of takes this in a weird way. He's like, oh, I'm going to go to the toilet. In the toilet, he's like punching in the fist in the wall, and he's like, oh, they're like making fun of me. Yeah, I'm sure like Yamada was also laughing at me. Why? While Yamada's outside just waiting for him to come out so that they can go back together. Here, obviously, Yamada forgot to mention that he is going to the toilet, and nobody realized that, and they left. So yeah, the train is gone. Now they're stuck over here. Now I'm pretty sure the next train will come, and they'll probably get on that. Hopefully they have some money with them. I'm sure they have some money with them. And yeah, unless and until like the train stops, like, you know, actually coming, everything should be fine, because literally like the next train will come and they can just get aboard that. So I'm sure everything will be fine. But anyways, they're stuck together here. So this that was this episode. So you can see more development is happening. How, you know, like the things that I really like about this manga is that this whole subtle understanding that goes around, like, you know, that ending part where you get to see where Ichika's like, oh, I'm going to go to the toilet. He goes to the toilet, and Yamada doesn't really say much. She just waits for him, and he comes out. So like these type of, like, you know, small little things, like these are what I'm calling subtle developments. Like if this was the first episode, obviously this wouldn't happen. Yamada would have just left because she really didn't know Ichikawa that much. But now that she has gotten to know Ichikawa so much more, she was actually waiting for him to come out. And so many other things as well, you know, like that part where she, after realizing that Ichikawa wanted to go and look at the manga, she just takes him and, like, you know, brings him to the manga, like, you know, that place, and shows him them. That part, you know, then the part with the umbrella where she yeah, that wasn't really like a subtle, like, you know, anything. She just wanted to she was embarrassed, probably accepting that she forgot that her umbrella was in there. But yeah, oh, that part as well, where Hara, that whole Hara situation, where she realizes after looking at Ichikawa that Kanzaki would have want to go to Hara's group. So she tries to kind of, like, you know, like kind of recover in this situation and tell everyone that, oh, maybe Kanzaki wants to go to the other group. And Ichikawa kind of follows back, like, you know, and helps her out over there by saying that, oh, let's, like, you know, make this into like a smart group and a not so smart group. And since Kanzaki is smart, he should go in that group, and, you know, like kind of tries to follow back like this. So these things, these subtle, very subtle, like, you know, developments, which it's kind of nice to see. And it, I don't know, like obviously huge character developments are always nice to see, like, characters literally talking to each other and confessing to each other. These are always nice to see. These are character developments which are like, which we can see, which is like very flashy and very prominent, like for example going to like a fireworks festival and like confessing or something like these type of like developments are like very like like very prominent. You can just see them, while these type of character development, subtle character development, also has its own charm, where the characters are not really saying anything, but by looking at them like interact, you can get that thing, you can get their vibe, and you can get that yeah, these two characters kind of understand each other. So this subtle development is kind of nice as well. I kind of like it. So yeah, there you go. So next episode, I'm guessing they'll be stuck over there for a little while. I'm sure they'll board the next train and come back, but they'll at least get to spend a little bit more time together. So that was it. That was my reaction to episode number 5 of Dangers in My Heart. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to this channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next week with another episode. So until then, goodbye and have a nice day.